Well, a historic week in the impeachment trial of President Trump is set to begin tomorrow. The president this past weekend continued to blast Democrats for impeaching him. Meanwhile, his legal team is previewing their defense and legal strategy. ABC's Serena Marshall has more.
As his legal team prepares for trial, the president speaking to farmers overnight.
We're achieving what no administration has ever achieved before.
With the impeachment trial clearly weighing heavy.
And what do I get out of it? Tell me. I get impeached.
The president's team releasing its trial brief today, but over the weekend previewing their defense with this 6-page letter blasting the House impeachment effort as poisonous partisanship, a lawless process, arguing nothing in these articles could permit even beginning to consider removing a duly elected president because they do not accuse President Trump of a specific crime.
The president's brief filed last night says very clearly the president did nothing wrong, and you're saying you're not willing to endorse that statement.
I did not read that brief or sign that brief. That's not part of my mandate. My mandate is to present the constitutional argument. One
of those lawyers, former Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz, who also previously represented Jeffrey Epstein and O.J. Simpson, speaking on ABC's This Week.
So your position that President Trump should not be impeached, even if all the evidence and arguments laid out by the House are accepted as fact?
That's right.
Democrats expected to argue the exact opposite, that President Trump's conduct is the framers' worst nightmare, writing he must be removed from office after asking a foreign government to interfere in the race for 2020 by investigating his political rival and obstructing Congress in what is, quote, part of the ongoing pattern of misconduct for which the president is unrepentant.
And the only thing really new about the president's defense is that they're now arguing, I think because they can't contest the facts, that the president cannot be impeached for abusing the power of his office.
The format is expected to give Democrats 24 hours over 2 days to present their case, and Democrats are still demanding that witnesses be called. And the handful of Senate Republicans who are on board with witnesses, though, still want to wait until House Democrats present their case and the president's team responds. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington.